Welcome back, YouTube. This is Dave Lucas with Injection Molding Skills and More. Today's video, we're actually going to go over slow close and mold protect. How do you set that? What are you actually looking for? And then what I'll do is I'll go over it on the whiteboard here. I'm going to show you guys how you actually set it. Then I'll have a couple videos inside of this video to show you a little bit more of how people set it up, okay? So what you usually do is, let's say this is your platen here, okay? This is the back side. This is the front side of the platen, okay? You have your mold inside of here. You have this mold here. So this would be your A side, your B side, okay? So what the goal is to close this as fast as possible and then slow down before you get to this halves, okay? So you have the leader pins that stick out, okay? On all tools, you have the leader pins. So if you have horn pins, so a horn pin will stick out like this and drive a slide down inside of here. So the horn pin will come in, it'll drive a slide in. So you got to be careful on those. But what they always tell you is to drive this 80%, okay, down to where you're going to close, slow down close is what they call it. That slow down close is 30%. Is what they call it. Then, right before you get to the leader pins here, it's supposed to be 1 inch away from that before you start slowing way down, okay? The touch point is actually right here is where you want it to be, but you want to have your mold safety start at the leader pins, like 1 inch before the leader pins. If your leader pins, let's say you have leader pins that are like, let's say 1 to 2 inches, then as soon as you get on those, that's when you want to start it, okay? If they're longer, then you might come onto those a little faster and go halfway down the leader pin, then start your mold protect, you know? So it's hard to do it, to be honest with you. You always want to close fast, slow down, then do your mold protect in between this position, then you got your touch plate. So the touch position, I don't know, let's see, touch. Oh, I didn't spell it right, there you go. Sorry, my camera shut off. But like I said, your touch position is right there. So everybody wants to get cycle time, okay? Everybody. So what they do, they always take the cooling time away. Well, you know, if you shoot it faster, that takes away the fill time. If you close it faster, if you optimize your closing and opening speeds, you can get a little bit of time that way. Not as much as everybody thinks, but it depends on your robot getting in there and getting it out. But like I said, you want to close fast 80%, then that 30% slow down within 1 inch to 2 inches of the leader pins, okay? That's what you want to have in between here. Then once you're on them leader pins, you want to slow way down. Most companies tell you, like RJG will tell you, hey, use a business card to set your mold protect. I've seen videos where people have took like an apple and put an apple in between the mold and closed it up, and it barely crushed the apple and then opened back up on mold protect. So there's several different ways of setting mold protect. On your machines, it'll be like, you'll have it go all the way down. There might be 3 different stages. Like on the Sumitomos, me and another guy at work, Shelby, actually found this out where we close fast. Then this last one that's right here, the third one over, you might have this one be 80%, then this one be 50%, then this one here will be 10%. But this one here is actually your touch position here. Over here would be your low mold protect. So this would be your low pressure mold protect, okay? And then this is set higher than this is because you want it to start reading this number here first, and then this will be 20% or lower is what you want your mold protect to always be. You want to try to set it as low as possible is what you're asking for, because if you set it too high, what happens? You have a part in there, it closes up on that part and smashes it, then it'll either make an indentation in the tool, or it could break pins, it could break anything. So you got to remember that. But this is like rule of thumb always, is what I've always been taught. 80 down to 30 or 50, however you want to do it, as long as you slow way down before you get onto the leader pins. If you have small leader pins, then you can go all the way up to almost right on the leader pin, then slow way down, then close up, okay? I got a video inside of this video to show you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it, okay? So guys, I got a little video that I was going to put inside of here from 2 years ago. This is me from 2 years ago explaining fast close, slow down, and mold protect, okay? So watch this video and enjoy. Welcome back, YouTube. This is Dave Lucas with Injection Molding Skills and More. Today we're going to go over mold protect, how to set mold protect, and the 3 critical steps on setting mold protect, like what the 3 things are. So your 3 things are your start position, your end position, the speed, and the pressure that you want it to close up, and then how to make sure that it's actually working correctly. Like you can put a runner in there or something to keep it from closing up on it to damaging something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you out on the floor, show you a press that we have and how it's set up, and then I'll come back in here, show you on the board a little bit of how to do like your fast close, then your slow down, then you go into mold protect. So I want to show you what mold protect is, because you got to understand the press is expensive, but the molds are more expensive. So you think about it, you're spending $150,000, $200,000 on a mold. So if you damage that mold over time, it's like taking care of a car. If you don't change the oil in it every 3,000 miles, what happens? That mold gets tore up. So let's say you close up on a part, you crash it, you have to get it fixed. Over time, you do that so many times, that tool's junk. You might as well just have a giant paperweight. So I'm gonna go over a couple things with you guys and let you see that. I hope you guys enjoy this video, so stay along. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're back out here on the floor. I wanted to show you guys a press that we use on the floor. This is a Engel 300cc controller. It's a Wingtech actually press, but I wanted to show you this. So your controller right here shows you the close, then it slows down, then you go into this yellow part right here is your mold protection position. So what I did is I closed it. It's showing you right here mold protection, because it closed up. I have it slowing down too slow. So what I did is you got to come back into that one area where the mold is, and you change the speeds and pressure. So you're going, your speed and pressure are critical. So you're going from the speed here all the way down. I'm at 0.98 is where I started mold protect, and I finished mold protect at 0.05 inches. So that's where you want to be at. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the mold to close up onto these leader pins about this far away, and then that's where you start your mold protection at. So what happens is whenever you close this thing up, you want it to close up, slow down right before the leader pins, and then open back up. So if you put something in there, that'll automatically make it to where it can't close up. So that number, your speed and your pressure are critical. So right there you can see it's going fast all the way down to 0.98 is where I start my mold protect at 60% on the speed. Then I drop all the way down to 20%. This will be your force right here. So this is inches per second, and then this is your velocity, okay? Like this is inches like where you're actually at, their position, I mean, guys, I'm sorry. And then this would be our force. So you can see right here, I went from 75% or force to 50 to 30, then to 20. Up here, the speed, I went from 80 all the way down to 60, then down to 20. So it changes that screen, okay? Each press is a lot different, so it depends on what press you're on and what what you're actually working with changes all the time. I'm going to show you one more press, and then I'm going to go back to my office and show you some stuff in there. Okay, so we're at another press. Okay, so this is the Cincinnati, and this is the Enduro controller. So I want to show you the steps on this one. So here you have fast close. It comes across, slows down, then drops into mold protect. If you look, this is stage 1, stage 2. Then you go into your mold protect screen right here. You can see the pressure is 149. Up here is 1494. You're dropping down to 149. Then your inches per second, or where you're at, I mean, this is your inches per second. 3 inches per second down to 2.5 inches per second. It's real slow. Then you're actually, this is the position you're starting at. So you're starting at 1.5 inches away from the mold, and then you're finishing at 0.201. And you got a timer on here of 5 seconds. So if it doesn't make that in 5 seconds, the mold will automatically open up. You want to keep that number as low as possible when you're doing your mold protect time. So that is one thing you always want to try to do, okay? I'm gonna go back to my office, guys. Okay, guys, so before I go to the whiteboard, I wanted to tell you guys, now remember you got 3 different scenarios on setting your mold protect. So the first thing is determining when to start your mold protect, like before the leader pins, before the horn pins. The second step you'd want to do is where you want it to end. You want it to end at mold touch position. So wherever your mold touch position is, it could be like 0.05, it could be 0.3 or 0.03, it could be anything. Then you want to determine your speed and your pressure of what you want it to be. You always want it to be, the most critical is the pressure. So you always want it to be the lowest you could always get it to be, okay? So I'm going to go to the board and I'm going to show you the different steps, like fast close, slow close, and then mold protect, okay? So follow along, I'm going to take you guys to the board. Okay guys, we're back in my office. I hope this don't fall off the stand. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is how that mold protect works. Okay, so let's say you're coming across. So this be fast close. Okay, this here would be your slow down. So slow down, or they'd say this is second speed, first speed. Okay, then this last little bit right here, this is going to be your mold protect. Okay, so what happens is let's say you go fast, real fast, then you slow down. Your slow down is always going to be your leader pins or guide pins on the mold, or it's going to be whatever's sticking out. So let's say you have a horn pin that's sticking out farther, right before the mold, like the halves come together. You always want it to be about 1 inch away from that. That'll be your slow down. If you have this going too fast, what'll happen is you have what they call inertia, or whatever they call that, where this is going so fast, it'll blow by your slow down point. So sometimes you got to back it up a little bit. So this position here would be a little bit farther back. So like on your horn or on your guide pins or leader pins, you always want it to be about 1 inch to 2 inches away. That way it gives you time to slow down before you get onto those. Because if you're going too fast, and let's say you just run right up on it, you just keep on going, you'll blow right past it, then your mold protect won't even start. You see what I'm saying? So you want to slow down, then have your mold protect start. And like you said, your slow down might be 20% here. Then once you get into mold protect, it'll only be 5%. So remember, mold protect saves your mold big time, guys. So I don't know what else to tell you except for I hope this video helps you guys out a lot. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let others know about this channel. It's supposed to help out anybody in injection molding. I do know some blow molding, extrusion. I'm more of an injection molding guy more than anything. So thanks again for supporting the channel. Until next time, peace, guys. That's crazy watching myself in that video from 2 years ago. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all the support to the channel. You guys are what make this channel what it is. I appreciate all the support. Thank you. Peace.